Our conditions majority bullish. We're seeing S&P futures flat as of now, back to majority bullish the last couple of days, bouncing off of this demand location right here at 63.65 on S&P 500 weekly time frame. Also pretty expanded in our overall trend. That's the biggest risk currently, is that we're just deep into this trend and could consolidate, bounce along these support levels. Or retrace or get a kind of a euphoric breakout right here. The probabilities of that to have some really good catalysts other than high inflation and interest rate risk is not going to be enough for things to be pushing higher here as well. So we'll see what additional catalysts come in here this week. S&P 500 again closing out 14-0. We did see a little bit of a move back here on the breadth. Stocks above the 50-day moving average, back to 65%. Gapped up to that 70% range, still majority bullish on that price pattern. VIX we're seeing right at 15, had a pretty big sell-off a couple days ago with that market rally back into that 15 range. Getting a little bit of a bullish tick here, 1 to the upside, 13 to the downside on VIX. That can change pretty quickly, but we are back into that complacent zone. Dow Jones Industrial Average, we did see a breakout here. Let's see if we retest that today and get any bullish demand coming back in at the upper end of this range. A majority bullish there as well. Triple Q's also same story. Had a little weaker retracement, finding some support here off of that demand block at 564. Very expanded trend. Has yet to get back to that 14 range, so we'll see if tech has a little bit more weakness overall still. We did see a big move here in small caps. Russell 2000 had a big move the other day into this supply block, and you can see on the weekly time frame that's an area where that selling really began, and we're running back up into that area now. We'll see if we can push through that. That'll be a pretty bullish display and could push things even higher here for the market as a whole. USO, we've been talking about this. It's continuing to find additional support here at that 50% range, notching up into that 382 rung now at 74.50, and majority bullish now with a tight compression. So we could get some momentum moving to the upside in oil at these levels. We're seeing gold had a nice confirmation bar yesterday or 2 days ago, and we've got our support area now. That hasn't changed. If we pull that down and grab this low point here, 298, gold still bullish pattern, still extended. It's again same story as it has been now since April. Still a bullish pattern. Has yet to see any selling. If you're interested in accumulating, there's two areas: either a breakout location or waiting for some kind of a pullback into that 298 range. Dollar also showing similar bearish overall tone to it. 2-year Treasury sitting at 270 this morning. Majority bearish on that. Majority bearish on the weekly time frame as well. On the 2-year, the 10-year, we're seeing that at 427, and that's been with this year. It's been inside of that range all the way up 480 down to 390. So it's just hovering right there in the middle, that price pattern, and still a pretty bullish looking pattern, but could retrace back into that 390 range on the weekly time frame. We'll see if we get the markets want to see some kind of a pullback here in interest rates. 427. A couple stock ideas to consider. We've got RKLB, which is Rocket Lab, moving back into the momentum zone, increased volume. You can see it did find a little bit of selling here, not a real good solid bar, only at 15. Today we had a bunch moving into that momentum zone with that last bull rally a couple days ago. We're also seeing, this is an interesting one, if you're looking for some of these names that can, real big talking point names, LiDAR is one of them, dealing with a lot of self-driving and automation. That's a pretty early retracement back. It's not in momentum obviously, but it has pulled back and is finding demand and starting to curl back up again. So one of interest, there's definitely some interest there, and now it's had a pretty big retracement pulling back, and allows you at least now to define that risk. You could say, okay, I'm going to go with it here. I can define that risk by having a stop loss down in this low or even all the way below that low point there as well. A few ideas for you to consider. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.